Good morning, everyone. My name is Mighty Stream, and I'm going to do your spiritual principle a day in a meditation for March the 29th. If you need to reach me, feel free to do so at recoveryofhope21@gmail.com. I hope you're having a beautiful morning. Let's go ahead and get into our meditation. The title of the meditation, Hope Combats Our Fears. When we choose not to look through the lens of resentment and entitlement, we can see the world as it is and find beauty in it, even when it's challenging. Each day is filled with opportunities either to escape reality or to show up and live. That's taken from the Living Clean book, chapter 7, Living Our Principles. An old saying has it that fear makes the wolf bigger than it is. The howls of that big, bad metaphorical wolf, symbolizing all of life's challenges, threaten from a distance, even in recovery, making us susceptible to resentment. Our improved emotional health may even increase our awareness of the howling. Life can indeed be scary, but today we have tools and choices. We no longer have to live in terror. Recovery allows us to make peace with rational fears, to free ourselves from resentment, and to face life on its own terms. As we work the steps, we begin to recognize how fear shaped our responses to life, past and present. We see how we prepared over our fear with resentment. We see how we papered. That's an interesting term. We see how we papered over our fear with resentment, fantasy, despair, anger, or a sense of entitlement. We learn how our shortcomings correlate with our fears, provoking us to push people away or hold them too close. When manipulated, bullied, or retreated from reality, only to find ourselves increasingly isolated and our lives more and more unmanageable. I want to reread that sentence. It's written weird and I apologize for that, but let's push through, okay? It says we manipulated, bullied, or retreated from reality only to find ourselves increasingly isolated or our lives more and more unmanageable. There it is. Okay. Although we're clean today, fear still crops up. We hear that wolf howling. Why me? Am I up to this task? Am I worthy of love? Instead of shutting down or pushing back in the face of existential questions, recovery opens us up to a different approach. Our insecurities no longer have to dominate our outlook, direct our thinking, or dictate our behavior. We can be present in the struggle and find meaning and beauty as we meet life's challenges with clarity and purpose. Both hope and fear ask us to believe in something that hasn't happened. Either can influence how we perceive our conditions and our future. To the best of our abilities, we choose hope. If fear makes the wolf seem bigger, then maybe we can say that hope tames the wolf. Life challenges are a lot less intimidating when we allow hope to shape our view of the world and inform our responses. I will face one of the metaphorical wolves in my life and let hope inspire courage and positive action. Let's take a moment of silence followed by the wee version of the Serenity Prayer. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we again and the wisdom to know the difference. Just for today, please and thank you. That big bad wolf, fear makes the wolf bigger. Sometimes we give situations that we are uncomfortable in. Let me put it like that. We give it fuel and it becomes bigger than it actually is. I'm sure you've heard the saying, we make mountains out of molehills. Fear has the ability to make that molehill larger than it actually is. Hope and faith and love can diminish the size of that molehill, that perception of that mountain, actually. It can right size it. It takes practice, though. One of the benefits of doing a fourth step is this. If you answer the questions as they're written either in the small pamphlet book that was produced years ago or pretty much any fourth step, if you do the work of that fourth step, what you're going to find, okay? What you're going to find is that you are aware now of patterns. As you start writing about situations and relationships and your own actions, right? Your own part, your own side of the street, you're going to see a clear pattern of how you conduct yourself. And as you see that pattern, now you're looking at it and you say, oh, okay, that's how I have a shortcoming when that character defect is present. Oh, okay, when I'm afraid that I'm going to lose someone, I sort of become hyper vigilant about trying to people please, right? Prove myself. Okay. And then in that, I'm sort of sabotaging the relationship because I am now suddenly becoming too possessive. Oh, okay. I see what that is. Fear manifesting itself in a different way, insecurity manifesting itself in a different way. And so now when we're able to notice that, we're able to take the medicine, the strategy to conquer that we've been given, the spiritual principle to handle that and diminish it, take the power out of that situation. Let me tell you something. And I'll end with this because this is just scrumptious. This is a beautiful meditation, right? Let me say this. There's nothing like having a key in your back pocket to your self-made prison and being able to take it out, know that you have it, take it out and actually use it. To really be able to use these spiritual principles of this program and set yourself free. Set yourself free. It's insanity to keep doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. Our insecurities no longer have to dominate our outlook, direct our thinking, or dictate our behavior. We now are in a position to make different decisions because we see ourselves coming now. This is a beautiful meditation. This is a 5-star meditation. So at the top of your page, bend it over or put a star on it or save this video so that you can come back to it and use it when you find yourself stuck in a rut with your behaviors. It doesn't matter what your gender is. If you're an addict in recovery, you can identify with this, and I know that you can. But here's the thing. Turn off the butt kicking machine. Just celebrate the fact that you have this information today and turn off the butt kicking machine. All of the stuff that has taken place prior to today will be dealt with in its own due time. Just for today, I need you to commit to ODAT, right? An acronym, ODAAT, ODAT. I need you to commit to what it stands for. It stands for O stands for one. D for day. The two A's, at A, right? So one day at a time is what the T stands for. I need you to ODAT your situation, right? That's all you need to know. When things come up, let me ODAT that, okay? Yeah, let's put it in perspective and take the power out of it. I'm trying to bless you here, so I hope you're understanding that this is a meditation that you want to come back to, right? My name is MightyStream. I've enjoyed talking to you today. I am going to be hosting the International Marathon Meeting of NA in just a few minutes. I'm due to show up in 45 minutes. So I invite you rather to look in the description down below. If you're awake right now, grab that log on information for that meeting and join me for 1 hour. And I'm only going to be doing that for another couple of weeks. So I hope that you found that meeting helpful. It's 24/7, 365 days a week, and they're always looking for people to train, to host, or to chair that meeting. We have lots of hours available, and I would love for you to get onto the meeting, start teaching yourself how to chair a Zoom meeting. And every 15th of the month or so, we actually do the training. And there's a email that you will find being shared in that meeting only. If you're interested, you must have 1 year clean, and you would be able to um, sign up for training. Not everyone that trains is able to, because sometimes during the training, things are revealed that would make it difficult for a person to chair on that type of meeting, because you have troublesome addicts sometimes showing up in the meeting, and you have to be very, very strong in your posture as a chairperson. Okay. So check that out. Again, my name is MightyStream. I've enjoyed talking to you, and I will be talking to you tomorrow.